Okay, gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. And man, today's video, I got an exciting one I want to show you guys today. But before we get into today's commentary, I do want to give a big special thank you to the developers behind Second Extinction. They actually hooked me up with a review copy of this game for me and also a couple buddies. You guys will be seeing some of the gameplay and stuff like that right here. And I had actually gave away a copy earlier this week as well. So Second Extinction, let's talk about, let's get into it. What is Second Extinction? Well, Second Extinction, if you guys don't know, it is a survival PvE hero shooter, if that makes any sense. A good comparison, actually. Special thank you to my cousin, because he's the one who actually had mentioned for me to give this comparison. If I could compare this game to anything at all, if you guys remember that shooter that came out on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One early in the generation called Evolve, that would be the best game I could probably compare it to. But basically, how the game works right now, but you have four heroes. You have a hero that's more so like a DPS, a larger tank-like hero, one that does more like has like a minigun and things like that, and she also heals the squad as well. So I guess she plays the tank and the support role in one. You have one that's kind of more like a scout hero, and then you have another that's more of a I guess more so just like a bit more of like a marksman kind of build as well. For Amir and the other marksman character, they're both kind of like I guess more like specialist marksman characters in their own unique way. They both have different abilities and stuff like that, but they kind of fall into that similar scout marksman genre of class, if that makes any sense. So basically, how Second Extinction works is you go out, you and three friends. It's 3-player co-op online. The gameplay you guys are seeing in the background, by the way, is Xbox Series S gameplay. Unfortunately, I'm away from my setup, so I had to record this straight from the Xbox. So I'm going to upload it in 1080p 60, but I don't know if it's going to be the exact quality of how the game actually looks. So YouTube might be a little bit more compressing with this one, if that makes any sense. But like I was saying before, how the game works is you drop into a map with three friends. There are different objectives, different missions, and everything to do on the map. There are two different types of missions you can do right now. You have the campaign story-based missions that are going to just unlock everything throughout the map and stuff for you on the way, and then you have the expedition mode. Now, expedition is more so, I guess the best way to describe expeditions would be free play. You basically dive into expeditions. You do side objectives, take care of your contracts and things like that. Contracts are basically like the objectives you get like in most PvP based shooter games and stuff like that today to help your battle pass and things like that. But they actually give you access to more farming materials to upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. They give you cosmetics for your weapons and characters. There's all kinds of different goodies you get in here. Now, there are no microtransactions in the game as of right now, but it is a game preview title. It is a game that's being built from the ground up and being developed as us players are working on it. So in a sense, it is a games as a service type of game. I'm going to say from personal experience, I wouldn't be surprised if the game ended up getting microtransactions later on. I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying that's been a common practice here in the industry. But as of right now, everything in the game you can earn simply by playing, and especially because I don't think the game is free to play. You can get it free on Xbox Game Pass if you do have that. I can't really picture them adding microtransactions to it, but there are companies that do that. So I'm going to be realistic with you and say, just in case, prepare yourself for that, because you don't know how these things tend to go after games go into their full launch. But the expeditions, I can imagine that's where you're going to spend a good amount of your time in the game grinding, especially for resources to upgrade your weapons and stuff like that. It has a loot system to it too, but I want to emphasize that this is not really a looter shooter. You're not going to be getting that Destiny, Anthem, Warframe vibe in here. There's a lot of collectibles to grind for, just stuff to, to make different weapon builds and upgrade and get cosmetics and things for your character and stuff like that. But I want to emphasize heavily that this really is not a looter shooter type of game. It's more about, the fun co-op experience and stuff like that. The loot aspect actually turns me on, because hey, I'm an RPG and an MMO guy, so I like that kind of thing. That kind of thing, makes me excited, making different builds and stuff like that. Like right now I have a SMG that does elemental damage, and when it does that elemental damage to dinos and stuff like that, it also makes my team members do more damage and extra crit damage to them. So I think that was a pretty cool and an exciting thing that they put in here. I really do like that you can make different builds, and just not the fact that you have these 4 different heroes in this game already, which I'm sure they're going to make more. I believe even with the next update there's another hero coming, but with these heroes alone, you're just not restricted to their abilities. There's so much more you can customize. You can pick what kind of kits you want to bring for them, what kind of weapons you want to bring out. You can tune those weapons to your liking, put different sights on them, bump up their damage, give them elemental damage, give them special effects. So the fact that you can do a lot of that stuff, and it's not just limited to one character with one set of abilities and one weapon. I found that really pretty cool thing. But yeah guys, like I was saying before, the gameplay you guys are seeing is on the Xbox Series S. I did get a chance to actually watch it thanks to my girl. She actually got to play it as well on the Xbox Series X, and I can say that both versions are very, very similar. They do run it at a good, solid 60 frames. I don't know if there's 120 FPS mode or not, because like I said, I'm away from my setup, so I wasn't able to to use my monitor and things like that. But the game is pretty clean on the series consoles. Unfortunately, I have not got to experience it on the Xbox One console. So for those who play it on Xbox One, be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know how it's running on the Xbox One platform. But overall, guys, this game is a lot of fun. I would honestly recommend it. And the fact that it's dinosaurs, it's kind of like just a breath of fresh air. Something different. It's not your typical zombie survival game, or your typical DayZ or somebody just making some survival game where you're just out looting stuff in the wild and you can get picked off by another player and lose everything. Now don't get me wrong, all right, I'm gonna put this here right now and say this straight up. There is some solid gunplay in this game, and I would love it if these developers experimented with PvP in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to put that note here right now. I would love to see, if it's done right and if it's balanced, some type of PvP come to this game in the future, because the gunplay in here is just, it's fucking sweet. I love the gunplay in here. But guys, overall, Second Extinction, it's a really fun time. If you're into co-op shoot 'em up games, if you do like looter shooters or anyone who's a fan of any of those genres, and especially, like I said, if you like the game Evolve from last generation, there was a game that got shut down a while back. This is like just a bigger, better, more ambitious version of it. This is kind of what Evolve should have been. I can imagine this game being that developer's vision. And the cool part about it is they're not even done with this game yet. This is a game preview game, and they have so much more plans that they want to do. But anyway, guys, y'all enjoyed this video, or if you plan on trying Second Extinction out, let me know down in the comments below. That special thank you again to Second Extinction for sponsoring this video and hooking me up with early access to the game to showcase to you guys. And I will see y'all in the next video. Smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe. Talk to you later. Peace out. Take care.